The spaghetti has been fixed.
Yeah. And
Yo.
we're going to be getting you singles pool action with Rich Brown and JTDunx.
So Rich Brown is pretty good, but give me a moment here. JTDunx is the best player in the world.
It's true.
Like, if he ever loses, it's because he lost on purpose. Whenever he loses, it's because he's really nice. And, like, do you remember, like, did you ever watch the Smash documentary? The Melee documentary?
Yeah.
Isaiah only lost because he wanted to see other people succeed.
Oh, yeah.
JTDunx is the Isaiah of Smash 4.
Yeah.
He only loses because he wants to see his opponent succeed.
He's in constant sandbag.
He's always sandbagging.
He knows if he unleashes true power.
Even if he, like, bops 0, he's still sandbagging.
All right, so memeing aside, JTDunx is solid Mario from Chicago. Rich Brown, very prominent SoCal Mewtwo.
Best Mewtwo's in the world, actually.
And where are they going for Game 1? Smashville. All right, so this matchup is very interesting. The fact that Mewtwo keeps out Mario well with his forward air, Shadow Ball, but Mario is Mario with that heavy damage output.
Yeah, if Mario gets in, he's going to get a lot just because Mewtwo's so big. But again, Mario struggles to do so because it's a joke that I make often, which isn't entirely true, but is a little bit. If the character is taller than Mario, then they beat Mario.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that can be accurate at times with characters like Marth, Cloud, but, like, obviously, it's like a kind of a correct joke.
Obviously, Captain Falcon isn't beating Mario, but
JTDunx getting off to a good start so far. Keeping in, not letting Rich Brown sit back and charge Shadow Ball, but in a juggle situation.
I've been talking about upset factor recently. Which players in Chicago have some of the biggest upset factor? Some of the 3 biggest ones, I'm going to say,
Oh, that'll do it.
Excellent read there. But some of the biggest upset factor, I'd have to give to Raven King, Panda Bear, and JTDunx.
And it's so hard, like, being in that situation with Shadow Ball coming at you, because you don't know if your Ledge Invincibility is going to let up. If you roll on, you're going to get hit by it.
And Shadow Ball kind of moves up and down a little bit, which means it will hit the ledge, unlike stuff like Stamus's charge shot sometimes.
Rich Brown just doing what he does best, staying back, getting some damage, getting in and out, working around Mario. And JT has had a really hard time getting in and getting those grabs, which is exactly what Rich Brown wants.
Oh, wow.
That's going to do it. Okay.
Takes him off the top with the up air.
All right.
You really struggled to get in because that's really how you play the matchup from the Mewtwo side. Don't let him in.
Yeah, I mean, that's how pretty much every matchup works against Mario is as long as you can stay away, keep him out with your disjoint, or even just run away. He really has a hard time getting after you because he's so slow.
Shout outs to Rich Brown's big gallon. Got the big jug.
And those sweet purple pants.
See, I like the gallon, but I've been, like, leveling up. I've been getting fancier gallons.
Oh, it's like a lemonade.
I'll show you guys later.
All right, Battlefield. I don't know if I agree with this, considering Mewtwo does so well on the stage.
Yeah, Mario definitely gets his extended combos here, but Mewtwo gets platform coverage, and I think that's more important.
Whoa, all right.
Yo, the Zenyu combos.
Whoa, all right, 69%. Okay, maybe JTDunx is right. Maybe this is the right stage. And he doesn't die as early from up throw as, say, like on Dreamland.
No, he'll certainly survive a little longer because Mario, he's fairly heavy. He eats a lot of pasta.
Yeah, he eats those mushrooms. He's about, like, middleweight, like upper end of middleweight, whereas Mewtwo is extremely light, like one of the second or third lightest characters in the game.
Yeah, I think he's in that bottom 5.
Oh! Whoa! JTDunx.
Hits him with the fair.
And JTDunx is a stock lead right now. Let's see if he can pull off one of those crazy combos he had in the first stock.
Remember what I said about upset factor?
You're right.
Yo, what is he doing now, though?
He's running into Nair a lot.
All right, that will take the stock, though, and lead is almost gone.
When you look at how nuts Mewtwo's forward air is,
it's so good.
The frame data, the power on it, it's just a bonkers good move.
It's got good range, good frame data, and good power. It's busted.
All right, Rich Brown brought this back really quickly, though. JT is having a hard time getting around neutral air right now.
You should almost never reflect Shadow Ball unless you're confident when reflected back it won't hit you because it will break Reflector the second time reflected. So JT, and probably break Shield too, so he had to jump over it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was able to react so quickly on that second one. But right now, I feel like JTDunx just isn't spacing around Nair very well, and he's just taking a lot of damage for it.
That's how he's getting almost all of his mileage is he's Nairing, and then JTDunx is like, all right, I can unshield now. No, you can't. Nair is deceptive.
I would like to see him play with his back a little bit more to Rich Brown instead of being so grab happy, because like Bear outspaces Nair. So if he can kind of force Rich Brown to go for a different option, then he won't be able to use it as much, or at least thinks he can't use it as much.
Mario's really his best spacing option will in fact be his bear.
But right now he's just playing with his face towards Rich Brown, and
He's
is that
dead.
gonna do
No,
it?
he's good. He's good.
I was gonna say like
He's got a lot of spaghetti.
Minimal rage Battlefield. I would have been really surprised.
That'll
That'll
do
it though.
Yeah, Shadow Claw's pretty good. If Mario were a Pokemon, he'd be a fighting type, which would not make it super effective now that I think about it. But either way,
Oh no, he'd be a fire type.
he'd be fire type. He'd be firefighting.
Firefighting.
He'd
I
be
mean, maybe flying because he jumps so high.